This week, we're remembering two fallen heroes who died in the line of duty. The day after Ivan Flancha and Zach Anthony died while battling a fire in York City, the ATF swooped in to help with the investigation. CBS 21's Michael Gorsinger got an exclusive look inside the case.
He joins us now live in York with some of the tools available to help solve some of America's toughest cases.
Now, when the ATF got on scene here to Weaver, the four-story building had collapsed on top of itself, trapping four firefighters inside, ultimately killing two. It was a tough road ahead for that investigation. However, with some of the best tools available, they went into this investigation trying to use those tools and available processes to figure out and find a closure to this case. Understanding the intricacies and nuances of fire.
Fire is not an easy thing to understand. You really have to be educated in the sciences and then the specifics of how fire behaves.
These behaviors are studied thoroughly at the ATF's Fire Science Lab in Beltsville, Maryland. Inside this facility, agents and trainees burn different items, from couches to houses, in search of answers.
The test series that we run are usually in support of casework.
The casework often comes from agents working fire scenes like York's Weaver Organ and Piano Building. From there, they will build a hypothesis about how the fire started, bringing it to the lab in Beltsville to undergo scientific testing. If necessary, engineers will recreate the exact room or house, down to the placement of the furniture and the different type of rugs to burn inside the lab.
We are a tool to make sure that allows the CFIs to use science to basically back up their fire scene investigation.
This simulation allows agents to work backwards instead of investigating the fire after it starts. They've now tried to funnel all of the flames through the front door. This type of practice allowing them to figure out the cause and the origin of the fire, helping to possibly solve some of the most difficult cases.
Understanding how fires ignite, how flame spreads, how fire spreads through a compartment. And sometimes we can do that through computer fire modeling.
All of those computations in these scientific burns are monitored in this control room. Cameras watch the fire's progress and instruments measure the heat, energy, and gases. Each measurement helping agents to come to a conclusion.
Every test series that we run is unique, and we try to go into it with no preconceived notions.
Meaning the ATF Fire Science Lab has no skin in the game. The ultimate goal, proving or disproving a theory to help find the how and where the fire started.
At the end of the day, we don't care what the answer to that question is. We just want to make sure that the science that we use to answer that question is valid.
Now, in the case of the Weaver investigation, there were too many variables to even test the hypothesis at the lab. To date, the ATF has listed this fire as undetermined. While agents say that can be very frustrating, they say even with the best tools and the best training in the world, sometimes some cases just can't be solved. Live in York, Michael Gorsinger, CBS 21 News.